Hi, I'm Jason Hilgeman, President of Freedom International Ministries. Before becoming a missionary, I was a Christian school teacher for 7 years. During that time, God really convinced me that He could use Christian education to change a child's life.
There is no other tool that has the same amount of contact time that a school provides. From preschool to 12th grade, a student will spend over 18,000 hours at school. And so, coupled with a Christian way of thinking and equipped with godly teachers who will love the children, lives can be changed. While teaching at the school, one of the opportunities I had was to lead missions trips. Several of those were to the Dominican Republic. I remember coming back and thinking that would be a great place for our family to live. The thing that attracted me the most was that there had been a lot of evangelism here in the Dominican, and so the foundation has been laid and the people are ready for discipleship. Couple that with a need for good education, and it seemed like a great fit for our family. In 2008, Freedom was born as an organization. After raising our personal support, our family moved to the Dominican in 2010. In 2011, we were joined by 2 more families, the Simoses and the Kleins. Then, in 2012, the Mitchner family joined our ground team. We work in sugarcane villages where mostly Haitian workers spend 7 months of the year cutting sugarcane. They load the cane into carts, which are then pulled by oxen to the weigh station. There it is loaded onto trains and taken to the factory for processing. The men are paid based on the weight of the cane harvested. They'll make around $30 to $40 per week. The women spend their days working as well. It takes a lot of time to prepare food from scratch, do laundry in a bucket, and keep the family and house clean. There's a public school system available for the kids, and they're supposed to go 4 hours a day for 180 days, but that rarely happens in the villages. The hours are shortened, and there are a lot of days when the school is closed. True freedom is living life the way God created it to be lived. He made us to walk in relationship with Him, in relationship with others, and to take dominion using our own unique gifts and abilities. Freedom missionaries want that freedom for the people living in these villages. When we start in a village, we teach from creation to Christ, covering 50 lessons. We teach for 10 weeks, 5 days a week. We also teach English classes and further Bible teaching. Throughout the year, we have VBS weeks where we continue to try and build relationships while teaching a specific theme. In January of 2012, we started a preschool 3 with a little more than 20 students. We transported kids from one village to another using our cars. The first day of school, the kids were very excited to go for their first car ride. Once they got in the car, though, they were completely silent, overwhelmed by everything they looked at. One asked, "Where is that cold coming from?" having never felt an air conditioner. In May of 2012, we were able to buy a truck and convert it into a safari vehicle. This gave us even better ability to transport children. And now, we're able to move kids from 4 different villages to a 5th village for the school. Each year, we plan to continue adding a grade. So in August 2012, we started the school year with 2 levels of preschool. And in 2013, we started a kindergarten. In total, we had 90 students. The children are taught in both English and Spanish. The lead teachers direct the classroom and teach in English, while helpers from the villages do the same exercises in Spanish. So a missionary says, "Repeat after me, 1, 2, 3." And the helper says, "Repiten después de mí, 1, 2, 3. So you could think of a child like Moises from Piñones. We've been involved in his life since before he was in our school. As a 2-year-old, he was hurt and crying, and Pam went over to pick him up. He got so mad that he bit her. She took him to his mother and then finished bandaging him up. Now, as a 3-year-old, he goes to preschool 3, where he is a teacher who loves him. We have discovered that he loves to learn and almost always wears a smile. Tony, his teacher, will go periodically and intentionally talk to Moises' mom just to check in so that the school becomes a bridge back into the family. Older kids in Moises' village struggle with reading and math because of the educational system that they're in. But Moises will never know that system. His life has been intercepted, and he will grow up with a completely different experience. We pray that God will use Moises as a catalyst for change right here in the Dominican Republic. The Lord also did several things for us in 2012 that were further aids to the ministry. First, a donor provided an apartment for guests or teens who want to come and see the ministry. Now, as we have visitors throughout the year, they have a place to stay that is safe and secure. Second, we were able to buy 15 acres, where we hope to build the school. Currently, we are using 2 of the local church buildings out in the village, but with the addition of another classroom for the 2013 school year, a school building will be our best option. Moving forward, there are a lot of ways to get involved. If you would like to give financially, help us build the school by giving a one-time donation. $100 provides educational space for one child for one of his years at school. Even better, because it's a concrete structure, every subsequent generation of children will be able to use that same space. If you'd like to connect more individually, consider sponsoring a child. You can do that for $50 a month. Then you'll be able to write to and receive letters from your child. Some may be interested in coming for a visit or in leading a mission trip. You'll get the chance to work with us in these villages, to meet the children and to see what God is doing here in their lives. It might be that God has given you an interest in using your abilities to support missions. We call those people champions. I think most of us are looking for meaningful things to get involved in. I know there are all kinds of opportunities around the world, all kinds of needs, and all kinds of stories. I can tell you, though, that God is changing lives here in the Dominican. We are not in this for the short term. This is an opportunity to be involved in long-term discipleship of people that has the ability to equip them to reach back into their own communities and back into their own country to impact them for Christ. If you have an interest in connecting with us in some way, please contact us through one of the methods on your screen.